because the next thing I'm going to ask is telling us about your career path, and you've talked about it a bit. So you obviously started in school and then stuff at Imperial, but how did you end up in the position you are with your outreach and all of the stuff you do now?
I must admit, so when I started, so as a PhD student, you're kind of encouraged to give talks. And I must admit, it's quite bizarre for the career I've ended up in. I don't like talking in front of people. And so during my PhD, I avoided it as much as possible. And then my supervisor was trying to make me do it, and he kind of did. And then I did it. And then I took this job at Imperial College, and it was half teaching in the school and half research. And then so I was shadowing the physics teacher. He had to deal with an issue. He didn't come to class one day, and I just started teaching the class A-level physics because it was something I knew about. And he popped his head around the door and said, "Oh, great, you're teaching." Shut the door, and that was me. And then it was sink or swim, and I luckily swam. And I kind of got into it more and more. So actually through teaching and doing these after school activities, it was actually starting quite small. So it was working with small groups, and part of it was doing after school science clubs. And you had a slightly more freer hand than teaching. And there's smaller student groups. Does that make sense? It was only 10, 15 in they all wanted to be there, which makes it a hell of a lot easier. You've got like a willing audience. So I kind of gently got into that, and then went off. I taught in a sixth form college. I worked for an environmental consultancy, and then this job came up at Imperial College, and I'd entered, and I'd also entered while I was working as a teacher. I entered something called Fame Lab, and that was looking for the next generation of science communicators. It was also, I shouldn't say, the £10,000 first prize, which may have altered my my willingness to enter it, because again, I'd never done any public speaking. I'd only done school talks, and I was lucky enough, made it to the final. Didn't win, but I made it to the final, which I greatly enjoyed. And so that kind of I thought, well, maybe I could do this as a career. And so job came up at Imperial, and it was teaching and outreach. And luckily, because I'd had the teaching experience, like it was teaching, at university level, but obviously where I worked in schools and I understood that, and that's kind of outreach faced, I was, lucky enough to get it. And I've kind of shifted around with different hats. I've got many different hats now. But I was kind of, it's strange because I think how's the most I've talked in the Great Hall at Imperial College, and I think that was about 800 people. And that is quite bizarre. I do that I can do that now. I actually just phase out. I kind of pretend it almost like you just beyond the first couple of rows, you can't actually see many people. It's so big. But to think I do that when I couldn't talk in front of a couple of people is quite, you kind of develop, I don't know, mechanisms. And you put on a character.